Why did your parents lose custody of you? My father required all daughters in our family to wear blindfolds from sunrise to sunset because he believed women's eyes polluted whatever they looked upon, and that female gazes brought curses to honorable men. Dad had always believed women were spiritually inferior beings. He made mom face the wall during meals so her toxic gaze wouldn't contaminate his food. He burned all our childhood photos because he said captured female eyes could curse viewers even through photographs. When my sister Luna got glasses at 8, he smashed them and said improving female vision went against nature's plan. He'd test us by dropping coins near our feet, and if we looked down to pick them up, he'd make us stare at the sun for 30 seconds as punishment for attempting to see above our station. When I turned 13 and Luna was 11, Dad caught us watching TV while he was at work. He said our greedy female eyes had stolen entertainment meant for men, and that we'd cursed the house with our uncontrolled looking. The next morning, he handed us each a thick black blindfold and said, "Females in this house will learn to live in the darkness they deserve." He said we had to wear them from the moment we woke until bedtime, only removing them to sleep because even unconscious female eyes need to be contained. Living blindfolded transformed our home into a maze of bruises and burns. I memorized the house by counting steps, but Dad rearranged furniture weekly to keep us humble. Luna fell down the stairs twice in the first month, breaking her wrist the second time. Dad said her clumsiness proved women weren't meant to navigate the world freely. We cooked by sound and smell, resulting in constant burns from hot stoves we couldn't see. I once poured boiling water on my hand instead of into a cup, and Dad said my screams were female dramatics. Eating became a humiliating game of finding our mouths with forks, while Dad and our brothers laughed at food dropping on our clothes. He made us clean the house by feel, scrubbing floors until our hands confirmed every inch was spotless. If he found a single speck of dust, we'd have to wear double blindfolds as punishment, increasing our isolation and suffocating darkness. We even had to serve Dad's poker buddies while blindfolded. They'd trip us for entertainment, watching us crash into walls while balancing drink trays. One friend said we looked like broken robots, and Dad proudly responded, "Better broken than believing they deserve to see." Mom never defended us because she'd been wearing her own blindfold for 20 years and had forgotten what light looked like. After 2 years of darkness, my body started failing. I developed severe migraines from the constant darkness and pressure of the blindfolds. One morning, I woke up completely deaf in my left ear. The doctor later said it was psychological, my brain shutting down senses in response to sensory deprivation. When Dad found out, he said, "Good, now you're one step closer to the silent darkness females deserve." But then Luna developed bleeding sores under her blindfold from never letting the skin breathe. The wounds got infected, and she spiked a fever of 104. Dad still wouldn't let her remove the blindfold, saying female suffering was character building. When Luna started hallucinating from the fever, screaming about spiders under the blindfold, I ripped both our blindfolds off and called 911. The paramedics found a 15-year-old girl with infected wounds around her eyes and a 17-year-old who'd lost hearing from psychological trauma. Dad couldn't accept losing control, so he started making Mom call us daily while blindfolded, describing how she had to feel her way to the phone. She'd sob about burning herself cooking blindly and beg us to come home because Dad was making her wear the blindfold even while sleeping now as punishment. He made our brothers deliver handwritten notes to our foster home saying things like, "Dad says you've cursed our family with your rebellion, and Mom fell down the stairs again because you abandoned us." Then Dad made his most twisted move. He showed up at our foster home with Mom, who was wearing not one but 3 blindfolds, layers of black fabric wrapped around her head. She had to be led by Dad, stumbling and crying, with fresh bruises on her shins from walking into furniture. Dad made her kneel in our driveway and beg us to return, saying if we didn't come back, he'd add another blindfold every week until she suffocated. The foster parents called emergency services when Mom collapsed in the driveway, unable to breathe through the layers of blindfolds. Paramedics had to cut them off while Dad screamed about property destruction. Mom had pressure sores and partial suffocation symptoms. Both parents were arrested and we were permanently freed.